Up there, Michelle from Lymphology Australia. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. I'd just like to talk about non-surgical versus surgical and going into hospital and recovery and expensive specialist bills, medication, pain, discomfort, stiffness. When we go into surgery to do, for example, a knee surgery or hip, the thing that we go into surgery because the hip has got a pain and it's stiff, which means it's got scar tissue built and crystallized around the joint, or doctors call it bone on bone, but I've been educated it's not bone on bone, it's just bone on crystallization of scar tissue, and the cartilage between the bones is so diminished, so thin, it hasn't gone away completely. It's just broken up into tiny little bits because it hasn't got any oxygen or nutrients getting into the area to regrow. Everything, in my belief, can regrow. If it's not green or black or falling off, dead, then it's dead. But if there's life, and the life can be just minimal, it can regrow. Like if you go, if a fire goes through a massive area of bush, and the tree can be almost burnt down to the earth within weeks, maybe days, I don't know. You see a new shoot come out of the ground, out of that burnt tree, and it's amazing because the roots are getting some nutrients, oxygen from the ground, and things start to regrow. Just have to get the oxygen and the nutrients into the area. How do we do that? By getting rid of the calcification, crystallization, the scar tissue that's been forming around the joint because of bad eating habits. What else? Let me think about bad thoughts, negative thinking, all these things that make our body break down. So, going to surgery is not always the answer. But if we're not educated about other choices, and even if we are educated, we have to believe that it can actually have some great effect and make us feel better to a point where we could reverse the pain in the hip, the knee, the shoulder, whatever the surgery is. Okay, by the time your body's gone through a chemical overload of medication to get ready for surgery, your body's already in stress mode, and stress mode builds up more toxins to make the blood thicker and the lymphatic system to be overloaded, blocked, and sticky. So it's making the whole episode a lot harder, which means recovery can be a lot longer too. I'm not saying don't go to surgery, okay? If you totally think that this is the right thing to do and you need to go do it and you feel the outcome will be absolutely amazing, I'll be fine, that's your choice. But with non-surgical, which I have been taught by an incredible Dr. Daryl Wolf, his course, non-surgical therapy, that I'm actually helping people to get pain in one session. I'm helping people to realize that maybe they don't have to go to surgery and have 3 months off to recover from the surgery. Because it's not the surgery that fixes them, as actually the recovery afterwards, the rehab, the light exercise, drinking lots of water, getting on good nutrition to help the blood, to help the oxygen, to help the lymph system, everything to get back into flow, to unblock the blockages so we can have new connective tissue to regrow around the joint. Okay? This is what we need to understand that we have options, that we don't have to go down that track of surgery. Or if you're in the public system waiting 6 months, 12 months to 2 years to get into surgery to break, you know, to get into your knee, if your knee is all crystallized and it's calcified and it's out of shape, they have to break that crystallization or that hard connected tissue that's rock hard. They have to get a chisel and whatever they do and break it like this. But you don't feel it because you're asleep. But your internal body feels it. But you're blocking those nerves that are sending signals. It's fascinating how the body works. So if you'd like to know more about non-surgical and surgery, uh, connect to me by my website www.lymphologyaustralia.com or give me a call on 0405 840217. I'm here in Belgrade South. I'm also starting an educational series next year. Starting the first one is in January. Then the end of January, I'm going to Albury to do a course up there, a 3-day workshop, which introduces you to lymphology, lymphatic system, lymphatic massage into non-surgical. So if you really love to do this 3-day course and you want to further it to become qualified, this course is an educational workshop. Okay, and if you want to get qualified, then you can go on and do the education of lymphology from the US with the Academy of Lymphology from Arizona by Dr. Carl West. You can go on and do the education, become qualified and certified in non-Wolf surgical by Dr. Joe Wolf and Sage Wolf. Okay, you got to go on and do further education, or maybe just to do this course so you learn all the theory around the emotional, physical, nutrition, and mental state of how your body heals itself and how it dies and how we can prevent, because prevention is better than cure. Okay, we follow a few simple laws of health. Right, we can stay out of hospitals, we can stay away from doctors, we can stay away from specialists. We can actually be so empowered in our own health that we can live a life being free of being able to do whatever we want, whenever we want. We just have to get to that mindset. And out of the 100 years of BS that we've been told that we can't do that we need them to manage us. And when I hear on the radio, on the news, they found a new, this morning, get this. They said they're going to find the answer to eliminate cervical cancer in the next 5 years. You know why they're getting to this point? Because it's not alternative, but the way that medicine should be, which is natural, is starting to interrupt their system because people are starting to think. They're starting to get logical. So they think, well, maybe it's not the right thing to get injection. But going back to what they said on the radio, on the news, and you're just reading a report. These people who read things they're not educated, they just read it. And they said that by injecting young teenagers, boys and girls, that they'll eradicate what did they say? I can't really eradicate I can't even pick up what it is, a DNA strand that causes cancer, eliminate that, and they won't get cancer. And I hope this will all happen in 5 years' time. 5 years' time. I mean, what is in this vaccine? They're going to inject every young boy and every young girl. Really? Don't you think we've got an immune system to fight off the germs? And it's cancer is stage 4, in my belief, stage 4 inflammation, which gets to a point where your cells just become so toxic that they start to eat each other. And that causes the body to break down and have sickness. And they call that cancer. Sickness is just a way of your body saying, help me, please help me change what you put into me. I need more oxygen, I need more water. I can talk for hours. Hi, Georgia, hi. Right. So, believe what you want to believe. Right? But I have clients, new people coming every week, non-surgical, and lymphatic drainage, and the combination is just brilliant. It blows my mind about how powerful we are if we just start to do a few basic steps to clean out all the bad germs which causes parasites, bacteria, infections that feed off the good stuff, like connective tissue. And if we haven't got enough connective tissue, our cells go a bit crazy, and that causes more inflammation in the brain, and it stops all the communication, and then we're getting sicker and sicker and sicker. It's a bit of a cycle. But anyway, enough of that. If you'd like to do my courses, I'm starting them next year. I can actually come to you. So if you'd like to host a course in Gippsland, in Queensland, in anywhere, I can come to you for a couple of days. I can actually share my knowledge and do some treatments as well, get you involved in what non-surgical could look like. And if you want to do the course with Dr. Daryl Wolf, he'll be back here in Coffs Harbour in August as well. And that blew my mind again. It's amazing what you can do, and it's just absolutely incredible. I've just written an educational series for kids as well, 5 books with some videos about the Mr. Bad Jeremy and Mr. and Mrs. Limp and Mr. Blood and all these things for little kids. So we're going to start to educate the kids and the parents how they can look after themselves. And see that tree behind you? That's just like your lymph system, pulling all the carbon dioxide and oxygen in, carbon dioxide out. Right? It's truly amazing. And up here, even deeper with veins and arteries. I didn't know it was even there. I was just looking at it. Anyway, connect to me, guys. Again, website www.lymphologyaustralia.com. Call me anytime on 0405 040217. Send me a message if you like any help with any of your diagnosis or pain, and I can direct you in my wisdom and my teaching another way that you can reverse your symptoms, because it's only symptoms as not any branding of diagnosis, because I don't diagnose. I've got no skills in diagnosing you. That's not what I do. I can't do open surgery and cut you open. I've got no idea how to do that, but I can actually help you with my knowledge to say what's wrong with your body, and your body is stressed with too much lymphatic fluid, which is full of inflammation, and it becomes thick and blocked and sticky and blocks up all your tubes and all your veins and arteries, and before you know it, you're ballooning out. And that's not fat, that's waste. But anyway, gotta go and help some more people. So have a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, and connect with me anytime. Love you all. Bye.